me.
Give them like Hostess and Doritos for.
Ooh, and video games like Halo. Yeah. Well, you know, apparently they're almost as smart as monkeys.
Almost.
Does that mean they're almost as smart as us?
Turns out they're just
I guess.
stupid as
Humans have really nerfed themselves over the past 10 years.
I guess.
I haven't gotten nerfed. I've only gotten stronger.
You look strong.
I got to gold on Street Fighter 6 on computer.
Oh, really?
I bought it.
Nice.
Cass has been taking the TV the last few days, so I wanted to play.
Let's go. He's going back to PC.
He's a PC gamer now, guys.
Well, I also thought it means I could download it here for videos. Because I've really been enjoying Akuma, and I think I
Did
can
you
make
see if they have the workshop mods?
No, there's none. Because I would take it from the skin store. You have to download off next.
By the way, guys, I cannot,
That doesn't sound too bad.
for the life of me, dude.
Call of Duty zombie mods.
You know what? Actually, I said that. I actually went straight to Nexus. I take it back. I thought I checked.
I figured
checked
most places have a Steam workshop now.
I'll
or,
check.
With the community this big.
Thank you, Gingerbread, for. Okay, cool. I can still see that.
They offer games that make you pay for that stuff.
I don't know, because like Call of Duty Zombies, their maps cost money, but I don't know. And then people have made way more custom, like remade maps that you can pay for.
SSD time. By the way, guys, I cannot see Twitch. Literally will not load. Thank you, Zach. Zach's doing a SSD M.2 tutorial today, guys. So watch it.
Okay, you said it was 6 minutes. I was like, what does he do with an SSD?
Yeah, he's been with me all morning. Yeah, that'll be cool. PC Rose video, and then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, for some reason Twitch. I've tried like everything. I've restarted the PC updates. It just will not load in this PC, so I can see chats. McAllister, is your mic on?
Yeah, show on. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's on. But I won't be able to. I can see subs when they pop up there. Like, thank you for the person who subbed in bits. But I won't be able to see like nut button and all that stuff. Just so you guys know. So.
He's being really rude right now.
Yeah, that's been my morning. It just won't load. The PC also blue screened 2 times in a row. So I was like, oh,
Gonna do it again. Ready? Wouldn't that have been kind of
Look
interesting
at you.
though? If I shut you
it
off.
wouldn't be interesting. It'd be unfun. Oh, look, it's computer guy. It's that guy. That guy again.
Day 2. No, it turns out Cass is going into work at 11:30. They delayed them. I don't know why. 11:30 is going to change ransomware, but I think they're just trying to get them in because they're paying them.
Yeah.
I think they're paying them.
Well, I would hope they're paying.
I hope so, but you know, when your whole business gets shut down, do you really like pay cashiers for not showing up, kind of deal? And that's where I'm like, my logic says the business won't do it, but she's going in, and then we also have somebody coming in and fixing some roof areas we have problems with.
Oh, nice. Like
So,
at the apartment?
Yeah, there was like some spots where it's kind of got like clearly like water damage. They were replacing the roof like about a few months ago, and I honestly let that water damage sit 'cause I was too bored to fit. Like I didn't feel like having them come in my space. Decided to, and now they're coming in my space and I hate it. So I was like, I will not be there while they're doing that.
Hate when people come in my space.
Dude, I should be the one coming in my space.
I heard you have 2 extra members added to your family.
Oh yeah.
How'd you already hear that?
Well, how did they know before I did?
No, not exactly. I'm trying to figure out what to do right now.
I'll take one off your hands. You could sell them.
That is so illegal. But yeah, no, because
black market raccoon
I
dealer.
just don't have the time, the mental capacity, and really like the amenities to like raise them like they need to be. So I'm trying everything before that. That's like the last ditch effort, is raising them myself. But yeah, guys, we got a pretty cool little what is this build? Oh yeah, this is a case that I thought we randomly just found this case. Like it was already, like it was just here one day. I think Zach bought it because it was a good deal on sale. Micro RTX, and we got a fairly like mid-range. I mean, I'd call it a mid-range build. 4060 Ti, 14 Gen i5. That's pretty good.
You know, it's funny you said I just got back to the computer. I did, and yesterday I'm playing my game and it's lagging. Oh. It's lagging for reasons that I'm comprehending.
It's probably lagging for. It's probably old, outdated. You know, probably use it.
Yeah, I wish I could turn it back to pixel art, and that way it would fix it. Just be like.
Back to 8-bit.
Yeah, I wish you could like downgrade every game, play it all on PS2 graphics.
Well, have you seen like Fortnite when Matt and I play with the settings, and you can make the 3D render res like 10%, and it literally looks like 8-bit?
I have.
Yeah, I'm assuming you've seen Matt do it once or twice.
Yeah.
It's pretty comical.
I used to watch a guy. I think it's basically Homeless was the name of his channel.
Yeah.
And he would do ones where it's like I run it on the lowest graphic settings to the point where he'd go into like the config files and lower it to where the point like, did you play Siege? Rainbow Six Siege?
Rainbow Six, yeah.
Where the barbed wire lay on the ground looked like spaghetti. It was gross.
That goes crazy.
He's moved into like a tech space, which surprises me, because he just started his Rainbow Six Siege content, but
Yeah,
now
that
he's
is,
like a lot of tech stuff.
Interesting. For a guy like that. Hey Jackson, I got a 1080 Ti. That's similar to what McAllister has. I was looking at upgrading to a 4060, but in my country, a 3060 is $100 cheaper. Is the performance difference? No. People will tell you that, so the 40 series is great if you don't already have 30 series. The problem is the 3060 and the 3060 Ti, obviously the successors are the 4060 and 4060 Ti. They're almost actually the exact same hardware-wise. You really see the advantage in some games where certain things like DLSS, you know, kind of slightly give it an upper hand, but no. I would recommend just sticking with the 3060 or maybe just saving up, you know, later for the next best thing. Because yeah, if you do oh, because I forgot, you said you had a 1080 Ti. Well, and that's the other problem. A 1080 Ti is like, that card was like ahead of its time. The 1080 Ti actually performs like a 2070 Super. And I think a 2070 Super probably performs the same as a 3060. So you basically would probably see almost no performance increase. And I don't know what CPU you have, but assuming it could be an older CPU, you're not, like, if it's a Gen 3 CPU, then it's gonna be even worse because the 1080 Ti is designed to run in Gen 3. But if you get like a 30 series or something like that, or 40 series, they're designed to run in Gen 4. So you'd actually even lose performance off that. Oh, you got a 5600, okay, well cool. As long as your motherboard's somewhat newer, then you do have Gen 4 support. Oh, oh golly. Oh, Billy. Billy Hall. Oh, you got ads. Sorry.
Ads.
Adware, ransomware. Give us money or else. Is your family safe? Think about it.
You're not with them right now. No one knows.
Imagine having to watch ads because you're not subbed. That's a good freaking point, Pinky Tech. It ain't even that expensive, guys. Well, now it's freaking... Oh, actually, did it go up already to the $6 a month? Maybe that hadn't happened yet. I said I meant $6 per sub. You're glad we're here? Thank you, Ben. Benny. Benny and the Jets.
Why am I crazy? So the last couple days I've tried to look for where the little thing is.
It's usually always going to be on top before you open it. So if you close that little hatch, you'll probably find it on there.
Oh. Heard, Malorn, heard.
Another thing you can honestly just do is, like, if you already open it, just look at the notches. Because, like, for Ryzen, it's a problem because, like, it's not going to go in, but you can bend the pins. With Intel, you'll see right away the notches just won't line up. Thank you for the... Oh, shit, it already went away. It literally disappeared. Who was it that subbed? I need to hear the name. I must thank them. I must say thank you for putting bread in McAllister's mouth for another day, peasant. Yeah, makes you not want to sub anymore, doesn't it?
Yeah, nobody else do it. He's gotten on a power trip.
And what if I told you he's not even buying the cheapest white bread? He's getting whole wheat 9 grain.
9 grains. I'm only deserving of 2, my lord.
4 9 ago.
Our forefathers leavened this bread.
Bob O the monkey? M-N-K-Y? Monkey?
I'm gonna uninstant your ramen if you keep talking like
Someone's
that.
calling me. Could it be a wildlife sanctuary? It is. I'll be right back, chat.
That's Jackson.
They're about to make so much off the Instagram posts with these raccoons. So, TLDR, Jackson found 2 orphaned raccoons and is trying to find a place to take them in. Like those dodo videos you get when you scroll on Facebook. He's just got 2 adorable, tiny little raccoons. I just want to give them cotton candy and watch them do that thing where they dip it in water. Dude, he was talking about requirements for like raising a baby raccoon. I've got a question for y'all. It kind of drives me nuts. When you look at like the suggested requirements for some animals and like how to raise them happily, like per square foot, look at sugar gliders, for instance, what it takes to require like raise them happily versus the scale of my apartment, the sugar gliders live better than I do. And I think that's wild. But I'm not a big pet person. I just think it's nuts that like a sugar glider be living in my house better than me. Are we coordinated? I didn't pay attention to what he's wearing. Guys, where did they put the LTT screwdriver? Just kidding. Suckers, I knew y'all wouldn't help me. I found it. See, I got that now. Can you believe it? I'm helping build. Oh wait, PH1, baby. I was invisible. On your left. That wasn't over there. That's my right. Couldn't see you. I'm sorry to scare you like that. I'm not actually a ghost. Ghosts can't go, sorry, fire can't go through walls. It's not a ghost. And ghosts can go through door, guys, because it's not fire. Dude, the magnetism of these is just phenomenal. I love the LTT screwdriver. I don't know if you can hear this music, but it's kind of a jam. Anything I should mess with Jackson about? Anything really techie that I should say to him that he'd be surprised I know, and then therefore know I'm messing with him? Because if you tell me, load me up right now, I'll mess with him, but I don't have a good one right now. Jesus, Mike. I'm sorry to hear that. Telling the pins were bent, but I fixed it. I put them picked together with a no magnet screwdriver. Dude, magnet screwdrivers are truly like amazing. I didn't realize it. I like finally decided to put pictures on my wall. Sorry, I didn't really decide. My girlfriend finally decided that I had to put pictures on the wall. I'm the type of person I don't know, I can live in a gray house with gray walls because my computer screen can be interesting. But she apparently cannot. She wanted pictures on the wall. So I was putting them up, and boy, having not like magnetic tools just really does not tickle my pickle because I'm afraid of like needles and things, and the idea of dropping a tiny like screw on the ground threatens me because everywhere is carpet. Drop so many tiny screws. You have to, man. Tell them the 9000 series announcements at Computex seem like more efficiency refreshed than the new gen. Hey Jackson, the 9000, did you see the 9000 series announcements at like Computex? Zach tweeted about it. Yeah, it's like apparently more efficient refresh than a new gen. All right, I'm practicing. Because when that message is gone, I'm gonna attempt to recall that, and you're gonna watch me fall apart. Congrats on 100 messages today. Guys, we're doing good. We're doing good. Look at that. Look at us, Squidward. Dude, to be compared to Bob Ross in any way is a goddamn honor. Bob Ross was the man. Happy little accidents, boys. Happy little accidents. Speaking of happy accidents, can you describe what was like maybe the dumbest thing that you've done that ended up being very positive in the overall afterwards? I'll try to think of one right now, but like there's times where like you fuck up horribly and then realize, like a good friend of mine just recently had a horrible day. It is a solid state infamy. It is 1 terabyte. Dr. Mad Dog. He had to go get a new car, and he was really upset because he was trying to do his bachelor party the same day. And like went to drive to a place to get an inspection done. It was $200 to do that. I got Captain, goddammit. I made an ad distracted. Yeah, those things are, y'all are wild. Bob rocks. When you actually make it to the toilet. So, sorry, friend bought a car. He was going there to get it inspected, but he got there and it was $200 to get a car inspected before he even bought it. So it just wasn't worth putting $200 into a car you don't own yet, only to find out it has an issue. He decided not, and he's mad. So they're driving back to the dealership faster, and because of that, he drove a little bit faster and hit 80. And because he hit 80 in the car, it started doing this like death rattle. And that's how he knew that the car had the issue he was going to get it inspected for. But at the time he was so mad, he was just pissed that it was all culminating. But in reality, he saved $200. And because the guy made him mad, he drove faster. And because he drove faster, he heard the death rattle. And it saved him buying a car that would have been in need of major repairs right after purchasing. All right. Bob Ross doesn't ask for help, but I'm going to. RAM's in. SSD's in. The CPU's in. I can put the cooler on. That's how math works. There's no like, ayo, ayo, ayo. Wait, there's this. Does he want this one on? Or does he want this one? My car used to death rattle. Never pushed it to 90. What is the thing, can you all tell me, who here mechanically inclined enough to describe to me, what is that thing when a car's like wheels will just like, axles will break? Is that the death rattle? Big one. Y'all. Then I will put this back in the box. You are good people. Okay, wait. I'm sorry. I love changing topics. My brain's just going too fast for right now. Not in a good way. New topic. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and I believe I want to make a YouTube video over it. I'm so confident. I think I'm going to make a DIY over the best way to make a genie wish. Because I believe I've got the strategy, and I want to see if you all agree, if you'll allow me to mansplain to you genie wishing and then tell you what I believe to be the empirical best genie wish. But I don't want to annoy you. I can just stay on computer building, but I'm just saying if you ever run into a genie, you're going to wish that you had heard this. Three more wishes. See, Tool, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, that is one of the worst wishes. Genies are not out for your favor. You're giving them more chances to F you up. It would be fun. I'm curious what everyone's wishes would be, but I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to do my wish, guarantee. Here's the trick to genie wishing. Only wish for one thing, all right? See, more genies, I'm assuming all genies are evil, okay? So in a world where all genies are evil, or jinns, or afritis, anything that can cast a wish is not there for me, right? I rub the lamp, they're out. They're really not happy with it. So more wishes only gets you screwed, because if you're already worried about like how you word the wish to a genie, I assume if I ask for $1 million, I might get $1 million of someone else's dollars, and then I'm under arrest. Like the genie doesn't want to help me. So more wishes is more opportunities to fuck up. You need to get it done in one wish. And here's how you start. You say, Genie, listen here. Eye contact, Genie. I'm going to set you free as my second wish if you don't mess with me on my first one. But if you mess with me on my first one, I'm using my remaining two to make your life miserable, and that is, I wish that being inside the bottle of a genie is the most painful experience in existence, and 2, I wish no one else will find the bottle. You tell them up front, that's the final 2 wishes, if you don't get what you want on the first one. Because you can get everything you want. You can be all-powerful in 1 wish, all right? So, your 1 wish, in my opinion, should be, and this is where I might get a little flack, is I wish for the notebook from Scribblenauts, because you can write whatever you want in that, and it becomes real. And that's the ultimate, I think, the ultimate thing. I don't think immortality is good. I think genies love granting that wish, because people just, I don't know, I think that's just not as good as people think it is. I think you want to just live out the normal, fun life and be able to create whatever you want at any given moment. That is the ultimate wish. Either way, if you don't agree with that being the ultimate wish, just at least take my advice on the second 2 wishes. Don't give the genie a chance. Don't ask for more wishes. Promise to make their life miserable. If they don't make yours fantastic. That's the genie promise right there. So how'd it go?
Genie promise. It's another place that's full, but they gave me another place that they said they're like, last time they had talked to them, which I said was recently, they had room. Gave me a lot of like info though on like kind of like why, because apparently there used to be a lot more rehab places, but Fish and Wildlife apparently has released like a lot of new laws that cause a lot of people to get out of it because it's just so expensive to do, and it's like all volunteer. They don't get like any help from you know, any like state or local government or anything.
Interesting.
She also said that a lot of people have like a common misconception that like, oh, you know, they're cute, like not a lot of people keep them as pets, so I'm sure it can't be that hard. And she said it's like, she said as someone who like does have to do it from time to time, she said it's the worst thing you can ever do. She said like they're probably the most destructive animal that like she's ever seen. And you know, also the fact that like they have like these razor sharp claws.
I like that I like razor sharp shaws.
But yeah, they basically have like their teeth and like hands. She said like, because apparently they have really rough skin, so when they roughhouse, it's fine. But then she said, you know, they'll try to like play with the person. She said they can literally like cut straight to the bone, like in 1 swipe. And I was like, oh yeah, that's
Dude, razor sharp shaws.
No, I didn't
boys.
accidentally kill the mother.
He wouldn't tell you if he did, boys.
Yeah, that'd feel a lot worse. It sounds like a presidential.
Razor Clark Shaw.
Mr. Razor Clark Shaws.
That's Clark Shaw Senior to you.
How's this going over here?
All right, I think I'm just gonna figure out if these go out or in. This feels like it should go in because that would put it over this.
And
Oh, does it go this
also,
way?
yeah, that way.
That's
I'm
not.
probably gonna guess.
I
I think
can't.
you get the wrong brackets there, bud.
I just grabbed them off over there.
Yeah,
so-
that'd be for AMD. You're gonna want those little short ones, and then you had them the right way, going this way.
Okay.
And then you'll need to put the little spacers on too, or else they'll just fall all the way down.
Okay.
And this is LGA 1700, so they'll likely
are these
say.
the spacers?
Yeah, they'll likely say 1700 on them. We had a fox one night and her babies were left behind. Aw, that's so sad. See, I have the, like, I'm the person, like, if I see, like, a turtle in the road, I stop, put my hazards on, like, move it. If I, like, yeah, I'm a big animal person, obviously, so I just can't consciously, like, do things like that.
Dude, I drove past one on the highway and was real sad about it.
A turtle?
I didn't see it till it was too late. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I'm scared of driving on the highway. I'm not gonna stop on it. People rearing me too much.
I'll be honest, highways, I have not had to do. If that might be different. If it's a really busy one, too.
Well, like, I'm already passed it by 100 feet when I recognize, you know, I see this
you saw
thing,
it, and then you had to register.
And then, yeah, then I had to tell Cass it was going, she's like, it's going the other way. And I was like, no, because it was going the other way. And I was like, you're right. It was going off the highway. I will gaslight my perception.
Yeah, because have you ever heard the thing with turtles where, like, if you ever do move one, you have to move it the direction it was going, because if you grab it and move it back, it will literally turn right back around and hike its ass back through the highway.
That's pretty funny. All right, and then what do I screw down on top of these?
Yeah, that's the other problem too. Is yeah, if you lose it, yeah, it does. You know, saying it, yes. If you raise it like a domesticated animal, it will lose its instincts. But like, if we're thinking here about any
if you use
rehab
your
and
goddamn mind for just 1 second.
no, it's one of those things where if you do enough research and you properly take care of them, you can like the reason they call them rehab centers. make it to where they can rehabilitate in order to get to wildlife. So, if I can't tell you about foxes, but I can at least tell you about raccoons since I've had to do so much research just in the last day. Like,
Before I get too far, do these need to face any particular way, like this little clip here, or these? Does it really not matter which way they go?
Best thing to do would just be to.
It looks like it fit on either way. That's why I was worried.
You flip them. Flip both outwards. Right now they're a little off by like a few millimeters.
Please
You found a turtle after a flood and it seemed like it went in circles.
You know my favorite animal instinct I think is funny is oh, let me get this on here. Like when it comes to turtles, is people that freeze their turtles and then bury them through the winter. Turtles through winter will just climb like 20 feet underground, or sorry, like 5 feet underground, and then just sleep through all of winter.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll dig themselves out at the end. So people, to get them ready, put them in the freezer, which will cause them to go into that sleep.
Right.
So they'll feed them a lot, put them in the freezer, go into that sleep, and then they'll go outside, dig a hole, and bury them. And then they'll dig them up at the end of the winter, and they're just fine. And it's like, I think that's wild.
Turtoise. No, turtles are they're cool little guys. I love to. At my house, we have like I'd almost call it like at times an infestation, but it's a wonderful one of toads. We have like just the little.
Dude, at night, are they just all in heat? Like, can you just hear them going like?
Yeah, they're
frogs at that time can just start going. Wah, wah, wah. They're one of the loudest.
They're definitely loud, but like it's nice because even though they're very close to the house, they're not ever like it's never bad enough where you can't sleep or anything.
No,
I'd almost describe it as like a nice white noise.
No, I just laugh because whenever Eli lives with a koi pond behind their house.
Oh, you know, as he said, frogs do that too in the winter. Really? It makes sense. I guess reptiles, basically any reptile here probably does it.
Are frogs a reptile? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I thought scales was like the reptile trait. I thought they're amphibians.
Oh, amphibian. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. You're probably right.
Yeah, reptiles dry, amphibians water. But what's the difference between a toad and a frog? Quickly.
So when I think of the difference of a toad and a frog, I think frog, they can jump a lot further. They're typically kind of slimy. Often can actually go underwater and like breathe underwater. When I think toad, I think fat little lumps. They can't jump far. They don't move very fast.
I don't know how they're alive.
They're mostly land animals. They're like the sloth of like the frog world. Yeah, toads get bigger for sure. Yeah, frogs are definitely, they're very agile. Like frogs are the ones that you almost never catch because frogs, like they jump like, friggin' 3 feet with each jump. Toads are the ones that like they're incredibly slow. You can literally just bend down and just pick one up because they just don't move. They turn into princesses. Yes. Isn't toads poison, frog don't? I don't think so. I mean, I've picked up a lot of toads.
I think anything, I think poison's not the definitive factor. Listen, you're all on your computers, Google. I want to know. Somebody help me. Toad were brown and Mr. Frog were green. Doug, that is the best answer. I'm not asking Snoodle. Come on, give me the AI overview answer. I'm sure it's great. Have you seen these AI overview answers, some of the worst ones? Like how many rocks should I eat in a day? And it's like geologists suggest you should eat 1 to 2 rocks a day. One of them was like, can I drink and eat probiotics? And it was, yeah, probiotics, yeah. You should drink while having these.
I'm not asking, Schnoodle. Whoa. The attitude, you know, as you chill. You Schnoodle Bob.
Hey.
Schnoodle Doodle. Schleef Schmarf. Toads have shorter legs and prefer to get around by crawling. That's so goofy. I know the homies can jump. I've seen them. Okay, so quit acting.
Why are you playing?
Why are you crawling, cuz? Toad. I also like the name Toad better. Toad sounds cute and goofy. Oh, here we go. Frogs have smooth, somewhat slimy skin. Toads have dry, warty skin. Yeah, frogs aren't very, I feel like frogs are kind of like, they don't feel as satisfying to hold. They're kind of like mushy feeling. Toads are kind of just like, it just feels like you're holding a rock. A rock that pisses on you. And God, do I love the taste.
A piss rock.
I don't know why, I had an urge to message Matt on Slack this morning and just say, hey, your drawers are overflowing with piss. I'm not really sure what to do with the rest of it. Any advice? Then I was like, no, he's on vacation. I'm not gonna do that.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
I know. I see it as I think about you people sometimes.
Yeah, you're kind of lost when you refer to us as you people.
African toads are eaters. What do you mean by that? They just like eat everything? Yeah, sometimes I'll I think like the toads are slightly, I notice they're kind of nocturnal because when I'm working on my car at night, you know, I have my garage doors open, vibing, listening to music, I'll turn around and there will just be like two just hopping in the garage. I'm like, what are you doing in here? Who do you think you are? And I think it's because all those flies and stuff are attracted to the light, and I'm assuming.
And they're attracted to them.
Yeah, that's what my guess
Order
is.
of operations here.
I've never seen a toad eat anything though. I've seen turtles eat. I've seen a lot of animals eat. I've never seen a toad eat something.
Honestly, if you get eaten by a toad, survival of the fittest. Like truly, getting eaten by a toad is the low. Toad legs? No, I'm not a fan of frog legs. Tried eating them.
Didn't like them.
Yeah, they have an odd taste to them. Kind of like, I think that crawfish also have the same kind of taste. It's kind of this, I guess you'd call it rivery taste that they have still from living in the water. That's all I can describe it as.
When I was a meat eater, I had some exotic stuff, like, you know, like I've had like alligator and like shark and other random things like that. And every time I've had any exotic meat, I always think this does not taste like nearly as good as just the normal everyday stuff. This just feels like something that like you just want an excuse to say that you've had, you know?
100%. That's at least for me. Why I have most weird meats I have.
See, I disagree about the alligator tastes like chicken. I don't really think it did.
Can I use this?
You gotta get the bubbles out
No, you
first,
don't.
like you're a nurse.
You're full of shit.
Do it. You know you want to. There you go.
There you go.
I don't know if there's enough in there, but you can go ahead and try that. Kind of start off towards the middle, and I usually do kind of like a line. I'm gonna guess it's gonna run out, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab me another one.
Yeah, I'm pushing pretty hard.
Yeah, it's probably out. The tough part's finding some other good stuff, because we have a lot of like cheap shit.
Cheap shit, cheap shit, cheap shit, cheap shit.
This will work. Here you go. Bigger tube. Yeah, if you start off towards where you started, go all the way down, that should be plenty. I'm gonna watch the method here. Okay. Yeah, keep it thick, keep it thick. That's probably good there. Like a hard piece.
What do you think?
Add a little more. Just gonna do kind of like lower edges here just in case, kind of let it spread out a little bit. All right, I say that's good.
Does it matter which way this cooler goes on?
Yeah, you kind of, so there should be an offset side. If you notice, one side should be longer than the other, which I think is that
This
side. So that'll help if you ever want to add more RAM. Because once you put that fan on, it's gonna.
So I want the offside to go away from the RAM, so that way there's room.
No, the other way.
That'll help me put more RAM on? Will
Yeah.
it cover the RAM?
Because when you put the fan on, you see how it won't block that slot. But if you put it the other way, also if you look to your letters, that's always a good indicator too, is typically manufacturers are always gonna try to make their logos up, right side up, you know? We eat lots of venison. Haven't bought beef hamburger in years. Nice, okay. Alligator is gamey. Eat the tail meat, not the back strap. The back strap. You just have to know how to make it. All you meat eaters are making me dizzy. Passes out. Hey, could you send me out or give me a discount on my new PC parts for my build? I'm a tech content creator and I would love to promote your brand in my new series. Well, Plasma, I don't know who you think we are. Now, we don't really get any great discounts or anything on tech parts. I mean, obviously, we try to find good deals, and we'll usually do affiliate links, which if you buy any of those parts, you get the deals that we find, and you know we get a little bit of kickback. But other than that, we don't really have any like discount codes or anything. The only thing I can think of is like what PC server parts. We talk about that a lot. We have a code there, GBG Mall, code TB20 to save like 20% of any of your Windows keys. Yeah, I can't really think of any parts discounts that we really get. So did you do SSD already?
Yeah, it's already in.
Same shit, different day.
Yeah, start at the bottom, work my way
And you
forward.
screwed these, both of these down fairly somewhat tight?
Yeah, I mean like, till I got resistance where I'd have to be going.
All right, so now for the fan. This actually came with
Oh,
two,
sorry.
which
Here,
is-
here, wait. Ready? If you can do this, you know you've screwed it in well.
Yep.
That should be able to hold without shaking.
Yep.
There you go. I did it.
Yeah, this one came with two fans, kind of cool. So we'll do it.
What the fuck?
We're gonna need a splitter too, which it probably came with. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. My brain said, well, if there's room for the fan's going to go there and push, but there's one on both sides. So this would clearly be
Well,
better.
and even
if
if there wasn't, you're usually always gonna have the fan on this side because otherwise it's so close to the exhaust. Like the exhaust is gonna be sitting here. I don't really know if that has
It's like they're
negative effect, but yeah, it's yay.
Raccoon is tasty.
Oh God.
Stonks. Stonks. You never found 2 raccoons, did you? You never did.
I found yeah, I have two.
Oh, no, I was saying you didn't, because then.
Oh.
You
Oh.
Wait, see?
A hop. So it's not a reverse blade, right? It looks, yeah, it's normal. So you'll put that one on backwards, actually.
This way?
Yep. And then you want the cable kind of, yeah, probably on the bottom side so that it can kind of come down and out. And here's that.
Okay.
Try to get it as perfectly lined up. So you'll put it in the holes here. So we want to get it, I like to get it like as flush to the top as possible. Is it on?
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. This one feels a little bit lower. I'm gonna raise it 1 notch. Oh yeah, Monster on the loose. Oh yeah, Monster on the loose. Oh, we almost forgot the I/O shield.
Could you rate my GPU combo 7900 GRE 7700?
That's a good one.
That's a there you go. That's your rating.
You've done
right
you've
here?
had to edit a couple of 700 GRE videos recently, actually.
You
Sorry.
looking for any of this stuff right here?
Yeah, I need
Oh, Lord.
this. What is that? Oh, it's Wi-Fi. Nice.
It looks like a PS5.
It does look like a miniature PS5. You're right.
I really could do that as a prank, replace someone's PS5 with that. That'd be really funny to watch them. Just,
Is this the new PlayStation Mini?
I really want to send out a tweet that says leaked info. New
I just
PS5.
noticed this has no fans in it.
Are you a fan
And
of that?
I didn't plan to put any fans in it, apparently.
No
All right.
fan plan?
Well, we're gonna grab a couple of black fans over here, so it at least has some airflow.
Everything is food if you're desperate. All right, Randon. All right, don't go stopping yourself from being alive. All right. You ever played Skyrim? Skeever is a delicacy. Mud crab is second best.
Mud crab.
Mud crab skeever stew. That's where I come alive, baby.
That's where he
That's where
alive.
he'd be alive. Dude, maybe.
Ooh, we got a couple of Cooler Master fans. Does it work? New in the sheath. Let's me add, my lord, my lard. Oh my lardy.
I'm texting the Starbucks brothers.
Are you trying to see if they'll get you some?
Yeah, I kind of want some. I haven't had some in a long time.
You know what?
I felt
Me
some
too.
today.
Me too. I've actually had so much drink this morning.
So much drink. I've been on that drink. I mainly play Fortnite, looking to get into Valorant. What games would you recommend? Are you looking for only free games? Free games you'd recommend? Or are you looking for across the board?
So, okay, but you're looking to get into Valorant. I mean, that's one. If you're looking to get into Valorant, you might like CS.
Jesus Christ, Vic.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of a game called Team Fortress 2?
Oh, man.
Didn't they just get an
so
update?
good. They're still always updating that game. It's a
Well,
good
like
game.
it stopped for a long, long time.
Yeah,
but
and
I
then they
think-
did the whole save TF2 thing, and yeah, they kind of started up again.
Yes, the brothers are going. You want the what do you get? The Java chip?
No, you gotta say like that. The mocha cookie crumble. No, Java chip's fine. You don't have to type all the other one out. Oh, you're wearing the Jerusalems. The Jerusalem juicers. Yeah. Get funky now. Oh, come look at this. This is where they didn't paint this top area. Look at the rust.
Ugh.
Probably from where it was like sitting in a humid warehouse or something.
Dude, I played a D&D game just recently. You said
Yesterday,
rust. Monday. And
oh, shit, yeah, today's
yeah,
Wednesday.
wild. I had everyone pick to play mobsters. And it was great because it was just going to be there's a book that came out for D&D of heists. Do you want this under the board or over the board?
Over. Wait, you said mobsters? Like, is this like a modern D&D?
No, I just told them we're just going to ignore everything and you are going to be mobsters in Fantasyland, you know.
Oh, okay.
And because there's a book that came out of D&D called The Keys to the Golden Vault. And the whole premise is it's 10 different or 11 different adventures and all of them are heists. So you could either do one as kind of a fun little one-shot or you could string them all together into a grand, heist campaign.
So it's Payday.
Yeah, so Payday style. So that's why I said all of y'all be mobsters and make this funny and easy to do. And boy, oh boy, at the very end, I was playing all mobster music the whole time, like all big band, which made all their antics for me very funny to watch. But at the very end, when their whole mission was to get inside of a train car. That was a jail cell and like get the guy out.
Right.
And when the moment they entered the jail cell, from then on, I refused to play anything that wasn't Johnny Cash. And it perfectly ended. Rusty Cage ended as they jumped off the train, giving the middle finger to everyone, and dimension shifted away.
Oh, nice.
And I love that because it was just 9 mobsters. Because at some point they went to a train car that was a church, and I forgot they committed to the bit really hard. You know how a lot of mobsters are like in the movies, like very Catholic families.
Yeah.
And like they walked in the thing, and a lot of them had hats on in real life. And the moment I said they were in a train car that was a church, they all took their hats off and were holding them up front. And they were like, Father, and they were just like, they started saying the sins that they've done on this train.
Ooh.
Because this train goes through dimensions. They said they saw hell, and they were not wanting to go there, Father. They do not send me there.
Do not take me, Father.
And they were screaming, but my favorite part was the father had them all kneel to pray, and it turns out the father was actually killed, and it was a shapeshifter who was there to kill them. So when they closed their eyes to pray, it started biting their heads off. It tried. It didn't get any of them.
Started gnawing on them. Gnawing.
Yeah.
They got gnawed to death.
They got gnawed on.
I got some nards on them.
Have you watched What We Do in the Shadows? Did I mention this to you the other day?
I feel like you told me about it, but no, I have not seen it.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. You and Emily would like it.
It's Montech Air 100. Air would be good for 68-year-old version. Yeah, it's a great case. Sorry. Yeah, we haven't. The last thing we just finished was Lord of the Rings. We did all the extended versions, 5 hours each. Like 4.5.
If we did coordinate, Captain, I wouldn't tell you. They're saying we coordinated our shirts today.
Oh my God. Wow. They're like the exact same shade pretty much.
I know, that's what I'm shocked.
50 Shades of Gay. So yeah, I hear football is going pretty good this time of year.
I need a transformer to show that I'm still a man. That's a Chris Chan reference, and I know you don't get it.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, at some point he gets bullied into having to make a thing saying that he's homosexual, and to prove he's not, he holds, as a secret sign, he holds a transformer in order to make sure that everyone gets to see that he's doing this under duress.
Okay.
And I don't know why, that just is fun to me. Ooh, front panel. Can we go over there and do these cables?
Yeah, if you want.
I've watched.
Do you think you know how to do the front panel by now? I'll raise it up for you.
It's
First,
always.
you gotta find it. It's typically.
Okay, I found it.
Okay, I would say usually it's literally called front panel or F panel.
Well,
or
this
FP.
one luckily has everything actually
there you
labeled,
go.
so now I don't have to guess.
You don't.
So the letters go up.
And then I'm gonna work on putting in a couple more fans. Yeah, usually letters go up. You don't have to all the time, but because a couple of those need polarity. So like your LED switch, for example, LEDs can have a positive and a negative, but like a power switch is not going to. A reset switch is not going to.
I didn't necessarily know that, but I think we had a conversation similar to this in the last one, because I was asking.
How do I want to do these fans? Yeah, because I don't want to to do like an all exhaust. Do we? No, we don't. That's okay. We'll just put these backwards. Chet, we'll do it backwards. What would you recommend for a 12600K if I have a $400 budget? For just a graphics card? $400. 7700 or like actually I guess it'd be like a 7800 XT, right? Close to that. So McAllister, did you end up, I don't know if you're in Slack or did you end up watching any of that kind of roast video that we got?
Oh, no, not much of it. I just watched enough to know that I didn't really care.
Yeah, that was rough, man. That kind of ruined the end of my day a little bit. But then once I did some more research on him and kind of, you know, I wasn't too worried about it, is how I'd put it. But I do have that PC over there, and I am going to, I get Apex downloading on it. I'm going to put MSI Afterburner so I can get temps. We'll see what wattages it reaches, what temps it reaches, and we'll see where it goes.
No, I just watched enough to see that, I don't know, he showed a video, but then I looked at his subscriber count and then who watches.
Yeah.
And then I saw his normal average is about 10K. And I didn't think he said anything, like, he didn't call us dumb. He just said it was scary.
When I watched the full video and then I also read a lot of comments, and the way I would put it is like, there's a very strong opinion there, and he definitely, yeah. I
just don't read the comments because I don't think they're really helpful.
No, the comments were, I would describe it as mostly boomers.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like comments are mostly, in most every scenario, just the person's opinion. And I can't fact check all of them, so I'm going to assume everyone doesn't know what they're talking about. If I see one that seems right, then I'm like, cool.
The thing I didn't like about it is like, it was very long, and there was a lot of research, like Googling, but there was no physical testing, and there was a lot of claims made that had no physical testing behind it when we actually were the ones who physically tested it. And that is where I was kind of getting upset because, yeah, a lot of it, in my opinion, was misinformation and unfactual, and that's the reason why I'm booting that PC up again with games to test it again.
Okay.
Because we're gonna get some video and kind of just.
Well, I would just not stoke the flame. I'd leave it alone. It'll be gone.
We're not stirring the flame. We already made a comment basically saying like, hey, you're right. We're sorry. We'll do better. But
yeah,
we at least want to see, for future reference for us and for that person, how many watts does it actually pull? How much heat does it actually produce? Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Cool. So it's just gonna stay private at that point.
Yeah, it'll be like a little. I think I was talking about just kind of making it like a little Twitter thing, where all wars start.
You'll do what you want. I'm just a guy who loses his job if it all goes wrong. Oh yeah, by the way, do any more things plugged in? Guys, does this not look like a mini PS5? I'm telling you, new prank. Replace your friend's PS5 with this. Unplug it and then just see them freak out. Be confused.
I don't want to draw any attention to it, Smug Grinch, but yes, in a way. It's a public video that you can find if you look hard enough for it. Well, now there's fans in the way. Speaking of that, why is this one like 3 feet taller?
Well, now it's not in the way.
There we go. All right. Okay, here, I'm gonna take this weird little, I'm remembering this case now. There's like a weird ass freaking cage on here that's in the way.
Is it required that you all wear matching outfits? Yes. Now for a GBG Mall ad.
Today's sponsor, GBG Mall.
GBG Mall.
GBG Mall. All right, I'm sending through the 24 pin.
Yeah, I know what that one looks like. It's 24 pins, right?
24 pins are fun. It's huge. And you can probably kind of, go down a little bit, kind of around the board. Early in the evening, just around supper time. If you're wondering what happened, I said around the board and I thought of around the bend.
If you're wondering what happened.
Down the corner, we're out here in the street, playing with our meat.
I'm just pushing on this. I'm pushing because I was just worried.
You gotta use some serious force with those things usually. You got it done.
I got it? Okay.
Yep.
I was just worried because it was
No, yeah, Matt and I like literally like have to like bend the board.
That's what I knew you all say it's okay, but I was like, I don't know if it's okay if it's fulcrum is like right there
See,
next to the RAM.
you probably see like when we do our build guides why we like really emphasize certain things that don't seem like they'd be important to note.
See, you all always, I will say this a million times, you all always say, this thing is difficult, or this thing is hard, push harder than you think, you're okay to bend the board. I hear you all say that stuff all the time, so people know. But regardless of how many times you say it, when you're here right next to me and I break it, it will be a clip or talked about forever. So I refuse to do it.
Like Madel?
Like Madel.
Never forget. Never forget.
Never forget the Madel boys.
See, I'm already forgetting. What did I say earlier? Because that can be a thing.
No, I don't. I'm not going to do
Claw. Ulysses S. Claw.
Oh, yeah, no, there was they have slurp claws?
Schlarp?
No,
Schlarp.
it was sharp
Schlarp
claws.
on it.
It was the, what did he say earlier, guys? God, I'm demented. I don't know anymore.
He's demented, tormented. A beast of burden.
Clarp Shaws.
Clarp Shaws, the next president. Give a round of applause to Clarp Shaws. Yeah, I'm putting this through here.
PCIe.
Will it fit? Hello.
It is definitely through on this end. I don't know why it's not. There we go.
Uh-huh. Don't forget there's a second one. All right, there we go.
My favorite part's doing it the second time, always.
All right, so we got all the front panel, but why? Hey, Google, play Harris Heller.
Playing Helen Keller.
The fuck? She's done that before.
Wait, what, really? Is somebody named Helen Keller on Spotify?
Yeah.
Do we have the fans plugged in?
Say someone named Helen. Yeah.
Well, like I didn't. Someone took the name
It
Helen
is Helen
Keller.
Keller.
It can't be Helen Keller.
She recorded some fire back in the day.
She recorded some heat. Her favorite song was Wawa. Have you ever watched that movie?
No.
I
Like
think
the actual Helen Keller movie?
There's an actual Helen Keller movie where
Yeah, I've seen it.
where she finally
cultured.
understands how to speak through water. That was the only word she learned before she went fully deaf and dumb. Deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure played a mean pinball. Sorry, that's why I said deaf and dumb, because I just think about that song.
Show me some mean pinball. Dude, you know what song is another one that's kind of like a story one like that? Is that one? I think it's called Shooting Star, where it's like, don't you know that you
We'll
are
be counting
a
stars.
shooting star? Chat, you'll know that song. That song's so sad. It just changed songs and then turned off. All right. Cool.
Someone's out here fucking with us.
Can't stop.
Wait, 4060 Ti, isn't this an expensive card?
Like 400? More than you can afford.
I'm about to say, that's literally the amount of savings I have right now for a computer. I say for a computer.
So you actually are saving?
No, sorry.
Ooh, you dug yourself a hole, buddy.
I backed up.
The grave is deep, McAllister, and you're putting yourself in it.
No, I
Here, I
can't.
need you to plug in a fan for me real quick.
Jesus Christ, so needy.
know.
What do you need?
Okay. A fan. Is this the way where you mess with me and you're putting it somewhere where I don't know on purpose?
No, I don't think so. I think I saw a fan header right there.
Is next to the front panel?
It should be near. It should be like a 4-pin.
Yeah, it has a clip too.
Yeah. It can really only get in like one way.
Yeah, looks like it. I just want to make sure.
You
I also
window
don't
shop
have.
all the time.
Do I need front audio?
Yeah, is it not plugged in?
No.
Gosh, dude. Wait, where did it go?
Yeah,
Oh,
it would be right here.
I think it fell out.
Sure, buddy.
Sherbert. P. Sherman.
P2 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
CDP do want to be.
When you're mad at each other for any reason, do you all just like not hand each other the cables correctly? Because I could easily sit there and let you push it.
I don't
for a
ever do
while.
it if I'm mad, but I do it as a joke all the time to Matt, where I'll pull them back. I'll put it through and then I'll pull it back through. And sometimes I can do it a solid like 3 or 4 times before I think he actually realizes it's me doing it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that one's pretty funny. Sometimes when he puts his fingers through, I take the snips and just cut them.
Sometimes I take the tweezers and I grab his fingernail if he tries to pull it back.
And they start gnawing on. God, I thought the music.
No, the reason I said that is, okay, Google, play Harris Heller on Spotify.
Just feel awkward being with you in here.
I agree. Trust me, I don't want to hear you either.
I know.
What was it going about? I was going on about something. I can't remember what.
Oh, you're about to go on a rant.
I was yapping about something. I can't remember what I was yapping about.
taxes?
Actually, funny enough, I did have an experience with taxes just yesterday.
Uh-oh.
So I told you that I filed my taxes, and for some reason it said I was going to make a substantial return.
Yes, and I remember Zach and I telling you that like I would be careful because that didn't sound right.
Well, here's the thing, and I told you I filed everything correctly, and I know I didn't falsify anything, so like that's why I was like shocked because all I did was switch what I did my taxes on,
Right.
and that got changed. Well, I went to go check, and it still says that on the thing, but I clearly haven't gotten that money, and I can file to get a
Extension?
a check on like why I haven't got my return yet, but I'm confident if I do that check, they will be like, oh, that was wrong. Like, 'cause
That's why you haven't gotten
it's
it.
such a large amount of money that I'm like, that's not correct. But I'm not going to tell the government when I'm using the government site that they're wrong when
Right.
they're saying they're going to give me money.
Yeah, no, that's a
I'm
good
I like
point.
if I did something wrong or like lied, then I'd be worried, and I definitely wouldn't file for one. But I was tempted. What do you think? Do you think if there's
That's crazy, yeah, that you haven't gotten anything yet, because I feel like almost everyone's gotten their taxes back, right?
well, I got one of them. I got the like $4 whatever from something else, but like
$4?
yeah, no. And then I owed $37. It was like, you still need to owe this, and I'm like, oh, maybe if I pay that, then they'll release the large sum. But I was supposed to pay out of the large sum.
Oh.
But if I'm not going to get the large sum, it would make sense that I wouldn't be paid it. But I checked the site, and it still says I'm waiting on in the thousands return. And I'm like, come on, baby. I know if I send it.
You're over here saying jackpot.
Well, yeah. Well, the government. See, the thing is, I'm like, I'd be nervous if I messed around with anything, you know, tooled the numbers a little bit, but I didn't. So I shouldn't
For
be
once.
nervous. I'm just nervous that the government will get mad that their program did it wrong. Because, I don't know.
And then you'll be the reason why like everybody gets like negative tax returns.
Well, like,
It'll all be your fault.
I know that the government won't take responsibility for what it did. They will
Right.
say it's on me, that I should have known that was weird, which I did think it was weird, but I'm not the one who's going to tell the government I think it's weird when they provided the tool.
Yeah. It seems like you guys are giving me too much money.
Yeah, that's something I'll never do. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm putting it all in savings, so I don't care if they want it back. It's going to be my savings regardless. I'm not spending
That is
this
the
money.
worst. Yeah, dude. Matt and I have had some recently where we've been getting like extra taxes from 2021. I'm like, come on, guys. That's like, you didn't need the money then. Why do you need it now?
Yeah, they're wild. So,
This government, man, they're always playing.
I don't know. You'll say that like the government works well. I don't know if you've been to the DMV.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've tried to get a bike license in this state.
Oh, God.
Jackson,
you don't
tell us
even-
about that experience.
That took me months, man. That
Does their
took me-
website work?
No.
Okay. Does calling in and getting scheduled work?
No.
Okay,
You know,
does it-
ultimately, what I really had to do was get my permit and then take that rider's course, which is paid for, not by the government. You know, that's how that worked.
And they fast lined you?
That's not gonna work.
That's not good. This is why you move your money to Russia. Yeah, because Russia we can trust. You know that that Russia has no laws against scamming the United States. So if you scam people, that money is legally yours in Russia. Like to the point where there's one of the most like well-known rich people from doing this has a like super expensive car with the license plate thief.
That goes pretty hard.
So I'm not giving them any money. They need my $5,000 to survive.
The Nigerian prince.
Yeah, keep your ruples. Or no, kroners. What do they use?
I don't think it's ruples. I thought that was. I feel like rupees and ruples is India.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I said ruples and then I was like, wait. What is the currency of Russia?
Rupert.
Russian ruble.
Oh, it is ruble. Wow. Didn't see
not
that one
curious now.
coming.
What is the USD to Russian ruble conversion? Oh,
Not good. Not looking good.
I assume $1 is equal to 88 rubles, and I assume it's on that means 88 cents.
Right.
I'm assuming we're going down. You ready to learn grizzly bear, buddy? Dude, I'm gonna be like Zangief. I'm gonna be tossing lariats on those fucking grizzly bears. They're not gonna be ready for when I hit them with it, with that command grab.
Figaro. Figaro, Figaro. Oh, Get on back up there. Go on now, get.
Yeah. Elote.
Elote?
Elote? What is elote?
It's the corn, like Mexican street corn.
Oh, okay, good. I don't know why my brain said it was something bad, and I was like, wait, I don't want to say that and get in trouble.
Well, you know, you could tell Zach to say it. He'll.
It's only bad if you say it in a bad connotation. I think it's just safer not to.
Agreed.
Isn't that right, pal?
Good friend of mine.
Good friend of mine. So, like, you're thinking about replacing Matt with me, right? Because I'm so helpful with this.
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Well, of course, Squire. You're always helpful to the liege.
See, this is why I think you'd like what we do in the shadows. There's a guy named Nandor, the Relentless, and it's all about vampires living in the modern day on Staten Island. And he's like, I prefer my man with more, masculine qualities, such as being relentless and courageous, things that you can't learn, like being tall. And I just like, his jokes are so stupid, but most of them are like that. He is dumb as a pile of bricks, but he is hilarious.
He's one of the dumbest vampires to rule the earth.
Yeah.
There was that one, have you ever seen that one movie? I think it was called Daybreak or something. That was like Jamie Foxx, Snoop Dogg was in it. It was like the vampire, they're like vampire hunters basically. Just kind of like living in like a normal world.
Normal world.
Normal warble.
Burble gerbil. Slurple gerbil.
Slurp on the gerbil.
You ever slurp your gerb?
Slurper, slurper, gerber, burper. You ever slump the knob?
Alhamdulillah.
Come do my law. Bayfon.
Wow, real mouth breathing activity over there.
I'm a certified mouth breather. What can I say? I'm certified in mouth breathing and kissing dudes.
Excuse me?
Those are two things that you cannot learn, McAllister. Can't be taught. You must be born with it.
How do I know? I didn't hear like a click to let me know I got this thing in, but it is being held in.
Who's holding it in?
It was me, but now.
It doesn't always click. As long as you don't see any of like the gold traces sticking out and everything looks like it's like all the way down seated properly, you should be good.
And do I use fine or coarse thread for this?
Of course, like power supply screws. The thick kind.
Daddy thickums.
He's got that something.
He's got that yummy.
The yummy yum. Oh, McAllister, we seem to have a bountiful meal.
I think
Holy shit, why are they so big? Is this crunchy?
McAllister said big milkshake, so I got him the big one.
Oh, jeez.
God.
And I figured you might feel left out if you didn't get a large, so I got you a large too.
You got another straw, right?
I do not.
Oh.
Buddy, are you?
Bro, how did I look at this, McAllister? That's not even like a little break.
Actually,
You see this?
I guess you can take this one. I can just use that to stir mine. I kind of really need to stir it.
Why don't you just put your finger over it and just shake it and see what happens?
Trust me, I've tried many times.
What happens usually?
It comes out.
You ever had the lid fly off?
Oh, you used that PC case in the back.
Dude, okay, so okay, you guys want to hear a funny? So Emily at New Starbucks, right? So she had a guy that came through the drive-through, and she hands him the drink, and seemed fine, right? Drove off. Comes back 5 minutes later, comes in the store and says, "Hey, I want to speak to your manager." And Emily's like, "Oh, well, I'm like, what's up?" And the dude was like, "My lid came off and the drink spilled all over me." And she was like, okay, like, do you want like really sorry about that. Do you want like a free drink or like a refund? The guy was like, no, I want you guys to like take responsibility for this. And she's like,
Come get it off of me.
I'm sorry, but like what do you want us to do? And the guy was just like, you guys are just, this is so rude. This is not how you treat customers. Like, and just stormed out of there. I was just like, dude, I would have like, the way I would have been like, don't ever come back. I mean, I know you can't say that, but I would have been like, don't ever fucking, because I'm like, clearly what happened was homie probably went to grab it, squeezed up a little too high, lid popped off. But I'm like, it's not like the lids make them spill.
Well, it didn't happen in the
Oh, look,
drive.
she's here. Yeah, she said it's about the service is what he said, yeah.
Well, here's what didn't happen. She didn't hand to him and it spill at that moment.
No.
So it means that he set it down or at some point after driving away had that happen to him. So it meant it was in his hands now.
She said, sir, you took the lid off, chill, you had a straw.
It's so funny, like, hearing stories like that, because, like, even if, like, a Starbucks makes my drink wrong, I would rather drive to a different Starbucks and reorder my drink than go back in and complain. Like,
Yeah.
I will leave and go somewhere else before, like, dealing
No, I'll go back and I won't complain. I'll just say it was wrong.
Dude,
That's my thing. It's like, hey, I'm sorry. I know you are busy, but this is not what I ordered.
Dude, my favorite story ever, though, is still the Taco Bell one that you told me.
Oh, my God.
That one, dude, it's
much was it?
just, oh yeah, Alvin, me too.
$5, I think.
It's
That's like it's like an iconic story, dude. Oh, Emily, I think I'm gonna be. Are we pickleballing still?
I can. But I was really
Not really.
right here, I made a mistake.
That.
Yeah, but I can plant these. I still have my stuff, so
I won't mind either way because I do
I'll
have
wear
other
your
things I
pants. Tell
could
me
do.
to mine.
I was more talking about the shoes. Let's trade shoes.
Do mine have the sports? I have the sports thing on them.
Wait, was it just playing
Yes.
Bastille?
Yeah, very.
And
very
then it
copyright.
just
And then
stopped.
shut off.
What is wrong with this thing?
Are you doing anything tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah.
And today. And the next day. And the next day.
Oh yeah.
That's how I like my trunk to sound when I pull up to a joint.
That's funny because I was in the
In your lifted truck.
I was in the kitchen earlier and like how fridges make fridge noises, like pop, make noises.
Yeah, like where you hear like the ice and other weird
Yeah,
things.
well, I don't have an ice maker, so it wasn't that. But like, our fridge usually.
What's it like being poor?
It's
I'm
not
playing.
fun.
I was sitting there,
You say
the
that,
fridge
you
is,
pay 'em. Remember that.
Pretty quiet, like it's always pretty quiet. And I started hearing all these noises, and I'm like, yeah, mice. Like, what are the odds like a mouse behind it or under it? So I walk up. I'm like shining my light, looking around, like, open it, look underneath, don't see anything. It's quiet, and I smack the side of it, and I just hear like some like noises. I'm like, and like it gets quiet. Every time like I tap the side, it would start doing it again. And I was like, do I have the time to like find out where this little fucking rodent is at, or like what? So I'm like sitting here like getting behind my fridge trying to find it, and all of a sudden I feel something touch my foot, and I look down and nothing's there, and I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend like I imagined that, and like I didn't just get like my toes touched by a mouse, but like I was like, yep, that's enough for me.
You realize that
I'm going
they
to work.
probably nibbled on them.
They probably did. Look down, there's little teeth marks. I was like, yep, I'm going to work.
Okay, okay. This build's going to work, man.
Chat, do you want to hear it? Build, what do you have to say about yourself?
Ooh, why is this cable sticking out 25 freaking feet?
25. A mouse
You put a
touched
side
you
panel
where,
on, Jonah?
sir?
Huh?
I will not speak on the matter.
No. Here, hold on one second. These fan. We got some cables that are sticking through like a solid 8 feet.
Oh. I can't really touch anything.
It's okay. You want to touch on it? Johnny, you ready to film a full video today?
No.
Why not? It's gonna be fun.
No.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Yes. Submit to boy.
I need before we start filming. I need to finish those things. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. I can get set up
Alright.
for it, and I'm also testing that one. I can go ahead and do that test of that one PC.
Oh yeah. Did you tell Chad about that?
I don't want to draw attention to it, so a couple people kind of assumed what happened, but I said I'm not going to tell you guys where you can find it, but you can go find it if you want.
Got it.
All I know is I watched the whole thing. I read a lot of the comments. Not a fan. I don't like the way that.
No, homie was definitely. What is the back screws?
It definitely reminded me of someone else. It just felt like we were being used for clout like usual, which I'm not a fan of. Here's the front ones. Back ones they were in there.
They're
Like
not.
I screwed them in.
Oh, they're not there anymore.
Huh. Oh, right here. Pinky Tech, no one uses you for clout. I wasn't talking about you, by the way, Pinky Tech, I promise. Yeah, Pinky Tech his short was funny though. It was like, you know, a harmless joke. But I think didn't your short get like 12K views, Pinky Tech? Yeah, people's clout videos about us get more views than our videos do. It's bullcrap.
It's baloney.
Bologna, guys. It's bologna. What? Look, purple. Oh, I thought I said purple man. That's not as funny.
Purple Nan.
Purple man. All right, Jonah. I'm gonna go find someone to raid.
Okay. Chat, I'll entertain you all. For the time being.
Thank you all for watching. We'll be live same time tomorrow morning.
She's good, boys. She turns off one click. One clicker.
This clock doesn't get my money.
You know, I'm not too
We said raid girthy. I don't know if that's yeah. No, the ID coolers always make for a nice, clean little build. I'm a big fan. Big fan indeed. They're just really sleek. I don't like seeing those like silver heat pipes. I think they just look ugly. So. Unless our RAM. Ear. Only thing about this case is that it sucks because there's this giant like overhang of the.
All right, guys.
But aside from that,
Sending you off on a raid. I know Jonah's still talking. Raid time.
All right, raid time. Bye, everybody.